In this tutorial, you will learn how to run a report or a commission balance after you've been running a commission statement for a single manufacturer. To begin, I'd like to first show you the scenario of what we're talking about. Under entry, and you should already know how to use these top three windows before watching this video. Under order entry, we have an order, search and browse, or let's say we have 3 orders. We have 3 orders for the dates of 5/12, 5/14, and 5/14. 2 are direct and 1 is road. These orders have been invoiced and commissioned, as you can see. I'm clicking through these just to show you. One thing I'd like to show you as we're clicking through this is this purchase order has received 5/31/2012 as the commission date. So has this one. And so has the last one. So all of them fall under the same commission pay date. Under entry chargebacks, we also have one chargeback that's been posted this month, and the deduction falls for that same pay date, 5/31/2012. So, in assumption, there is going to be some sort of a deduction for the rep that's going to be receiving this statement. The first statement that we're going to be learning to run is the commission balance statement, which is going to be ran under entry commission balance. This statement is ran all the time after you have finished a statement from a single manufacturer and you've ran every invoice and commission in that statement, and you want to see what the balance is from their numbers to your numbers to make sure that they match. This is the report that you'd like to run. You're going to select the vendor that you're going to run for. Test is my vendor in this case. All your vendors will be listed here. You're going to select the vendor and it'll go to the right. Over to the far right, you're going to select the dates that you're going to run the commission start and end date for. These are the dates that fall for the commission date that's under the commission entry screen that we've put in. In our case, I've selected 5/31 to be for every single order that I've written. I can give it a range and choose that, but I wish to just choose that date, and I can choose it for both start and end date. I'm going to include my PO numbers, and I can also wish to sort any which way I want. I wish to keep it the way it is, and then click on Invoice and Chargeback Report. Just earlier I showed you that we had 3 invoices and 1 chargeback. So in this report, we should receive 3 invoices and 1 chargeback. And there we are. We get to see what the customer name was, the rep that we're paying off on, the purchase order number, the invoice number, the amount, the commission pay, the percent to the rep, the commission amount to us, and everything else looks great. And then at the bottom, we obviously have our deduction, the memo number, which is the invoice number to see where it's linking to. It was that invoice right there, 1602, that was deducted $250. $30 was deducted out of the company. So with this manufacturer statement, we're supposed to be making $216.15. However, 1 invoice was deducted, so therefore $30 deduction, $186.15 is going to be our net commission. This is the balance that you should receive on that monthly statement that you're running for that pay date. This is how you run commission balance statements. The next very important report to run is for the sales reps. The sales reps commission report is given to them at the end of the month after you've ran your commission statements, to write them the check for what they've received for all the orders they've done. To do this, let's start over. You go into Reports, Commission Statements, and you get to select the report that we're going to run. In our case, we're going to run the third one, Salesperson Commission Statement. Again, we're going to have to put the dates for what the statement is for. We're going to put in the start date and end date. This is the commission start date and end date. So in my case, I've always chosen the last day of the month, and I always teach everybody to choose the last day of the month as the pay date. No matter if you're running the checks on the 2nd of that next month for the rep to pay, that's just the counting purpose, but you want to close out for reporting purposes the last day of that month for the whole statement that that vendor has given you. So I've ran the commission for this particular sales rep. I haven't selected a sales rep, but just a date. At the bottom, you can see all manufacturers, all sales reps, and all order codes. If you wish to do it just for a particular sales rep or a vendor, simply choose what you wish and hit select, and the system will pop up to choose who you want to select, and you're going to see all the list of salespeople or manufacturers. If you wish to select manufacturers, you hit tag and hit OK. So now I have the report that I'm doing, the date range, all manufacturers in this case, but I did select a single sales rep, all order codes, and everything else looks good. I'm going to go to report, and in this next screen we have a little bit of extra stuff that we can do. In REPTIME we do have chargebacks that we can post for returns or adjustments or collections or some sort of thing that may have happened to an order that the vendor has posted to you to run a chargeback. But in this screen you can actually post advances, saying that you paid the sales rep in advance and you need to deduct that out of this statement so that they know that you gave them $100, and if they're getting paid an X amount, that they need to get it $100 deducted. That can be done here, and you just have to select the rep and the amount, the item, miscellaneous item that is, and the item amount, and that gets posted here, and when you run the report at the very end, it'll subtract that amount. I'm not going to do this in this case. I'm just going to hit run statement. The system is going to pull up the statement, and it's going to show us a report on everything that's going to be paid to this particular sales rep and how we should pay them at the end of the month. You can see that the 3 invoices that we have were all for this sales rep for test customer, and you can see everything for that too. The PO number, the invoice date, the invoice amount, the percentage, the rep's percentage, the percentage total at the bottom, or the invoice total at the bottom, the rep's commission. At the very bottom you get to see the chargeback report. You get to see that there was a $250 post, $20 deduction. So we're going to take off that $20. So the rep is really making $117.73. The main office may be making a little bit less than that, but this is the statement. It doesn't reflect to show the main office, it just shows what the rep made. And far to the left, there's percentage breakdowns to know where the orders are coming from. You can see that 66% were direct and 33% were road, to help to show that where the rep is really writing their orders and where they're coming from. If you see that the rep is writing a lot of directs, that means they're not meeting their customers, and the customers are reaching out to their vendors, and you're finding yourself posting a lot of directs that the vendors are giving you and paying you, and the rep is receiving money on something that they shouldn't be. Those are focus points that you want to look at. This is how you run a salesperson report in REPTIME. These are the 2 main reports that commission people would love to run at the end of the month. The commission balance report under entry, and then commission balance. That's one to run to see if you've balanced for the manufacturer statement. And then next, reports, commission statements, and salesperson commission statements to know what you're going to pay the rep, and actually to attach this statement to the check that you may be paying the rep at the end of the month, to let them know everything that they're getting paid on by detail, and everything is on clear grounds. That's how you run the 2 reports. Thank you.